What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to carry on my 0 to 1 million euro net worth 5-year plan. I'm going to carry on with my dividend portfolio, which will be one of 6 or 7 investment vehicles that I hope will get us there within the 5 years. So today we're going to give a very brief update on that dividend portfolio on Trading212 and kind of a general update on the overall market. We'll then discuss 5 brand new buys I've added to this dividend portfolio, and finally we'll discuss my investing plans for the rest of the year on this dividend portfolio and following into the other 6 or 7 investment vehicles as well. So with all that being said, let's dive right on into today's video. So firstly, here's a summary of the 7 income streams I hope that will get us to that 1 million euro net worth in 5 years. Now we can see that only one of these at the moment have some capital here in the form of the dividend stock portfolio with only 220 euro I know. Now if I was looking at this video myself, I'd be like, hang on, how do you expect to get to a million euro net worth in 5 years if you only have 220 euro invested? However, there's a lot of capital invested within the other 6 income streams here, particularly the top one, real estate, but I'm leaving it at 0 at the moment because we actually haven't made videos on them. So we'll kind of do a step-by-step process. Now, once we have the 50 stocks overall set up in my dividend portfolio, I will start introducing the other income streams as well and start adding in the capital as well. Now, at the moment, as I said, we only have 220 euro in this dividend portfolio. Now I want to have 50 stocks overall, and I only want to start with 10 euro in each stock, which again I know is very small, but I do want to create a solid foundation which we can work upon. So once we have the 500 euro invested in this dividend portfolio and the overall groundwork set up within the 50 stocks across all different sectors, we'll then start focusing on my growth stock portfolio. Again, we'll kind of discuss that all later on in the video, but I just wanted to give you a brief overall summary of where we are at right now. So here we are on Trading212, where we can see we currently have about 205 euro invested and we have 20 euro free capital. Now on Friday I will be kind of upping it and I'll be putting another 10 stocks into this portfolio, so I'll be putting another 100 euro into this account later on in the day. So at the moment we can see we're down about 1.69%, which to be honest I'm actually quite happy with. Now we'll actually explain why I'm happy that the portfolio is down in a few seconds as well. But firstly I just want to say thanks very much to the person that actually used my link. Again, I'll put it in the description below, that signed up to Trading212, so we got a free share each. So again, thanks very much for that. And if anyone else would like to use this free share link down below, don't hesitate to do so, because again it's a win-win situation for each of us because we'll both get a free stock. Now again, the markets have been down a lot over the last few days, and I will kind of discuss why I'm happy with this. So as I'm sure you're already aware, there has been a bit of a pullback over the last few days. Again, that's no surprise because there was a bit of a bull run. And again, a lot of stocks were overvalued, and that's one of the main reasons why I only want to start with 10 euro and buy a fractional share in each of these dividend stocks. Now, the reason I'm happy that they're down in value at the moment is because this exact reason, and the fact that it's going to be simple to dollar cost average. So again, in my old portfolio where we had about 11,000 euro invested and we made about 25% profit, one of the main kind of investment strategies I used there was dollar cost averaging, which again, it's a kind of win-win situation because the stock goes up in value, well and good, but if it goes down, it just means you can buy in at a cheaper cost, effectively giving you an overall average cost, which will give you bigger profit long term. So that's kind of the main reason I'm happy. Now again, I won't be throwing loads of money in at once. We're going to still go steady even though the markets are down, because once I have the 10 euro in all of these 50 stocks, we'll then start upping it if the stocks are still down in value to get my overall average cost way down. Following on from the dip in the market as well, yesterday evening I bought 5 brand new dividend stocks to add to this portfolio. Now we can see on screen here my kind of allocation breakdown that I actually want to have long term. And we can see I have all 11 sectors in the market on the left here, and my target number of shares per sector, so mostly 4 or 5 stocks per sector is what I want, which again will add up to the 50 overall. Now we can see as well in column C how many we have invested at the moment. Now we had 13 up until yesterday. Basically adding in the extra 5 brings us up to 18, so we're still quite a bit away from the 50 stocks. But again, as mentioned earlier, I will be putting in or depositing another 100 euro later on, and we're going to invest in 10 more stocks before the end of the week. Now the first of the 5 stocks that I added in is in consumer staples, and it's one of the dividend aristocrats that many portfolios in dividends actually have, and that is Procter & Gamble, ticker symbol PG, which is currently trading at about $149 a share. It pays an annual dividend of about $3.48 at the moment, or 2.33% yield. Now we can see here down below, it has a very, very impressive dividend increase of 64 years in a row, and it pays quarterly. We then jump to the healthcare sector in the form of Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE. It's currently trading about $52.40 and pays about an annual dividend of $1.56, which is paid quarterly, which equates to about 2.98% dividend yield. Now, as mentioned in my prior videos, overall I want to have about an average of 3% dividend, and we're pretty much bang on that at the moment after investing in 18 stocks. Up next, we're in the financial sector in the form of Bank of America, ticker symbol BAC, currently trading at about $45.59. Now, it has quite a small dividend yield in comparison to some of the others, but again, the overall blue chip financial stocks do have a small enough dividend yield, currently at 1.84% here, or about 84 cents per share annually, paid on a quarterly basis. The fourth and fifth stocks are both in the real estate sector, which I'm quite excited to invest in as well. Real estate is definitely one of the sectors, besides technology as well, that I'm quite interested in. Now, the first of these two is Stag Industrial. Now, a lot of people have kind of recommended this in the comment section below, so I did look into it and I was quite happy with what I saw. Now, Stag, ticker symbol STAG, is currently trading at about $43 a share and has an impressive dividend yield of 3.34%. Now, just like Realty Income as well, one of my other real estate stocks, it pays on a quarterly basis and has a dividend increase over the last 9 years. And the fifth and final stock today is Welltower, ticker symbol WELL, currently trading at about $82 a share and has a dividend yield of just under my criteria of 2.97%, which pays on a quarterly basis. So after investing in those 5 stocks, as mentioned earlier, that brings up to 18 overall stocks so far in its portfolio, which leaves us 32 more to go. Again, as mentioned earlier as well, I will be adding another 10 on Friday. Now, a lot of people might think 50 stocks in a dividend portfolio is quite a lot. Now, again, as mentioned before as well, there's no exact perfect number in portfolios. Some might say 10 is too much, some might say it's even too little. So there's no magic number. And again, studies have shown that it really doesn't matter how many you have. Again, it depends what stocks they actually are. So again, I'm happy with the 50. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I want 50 stocks, which again, I'll keep for another video. We might actually make a full-on video on that because a lot of people have asked me why I wanted to have 50. So that's where we're at the moment with this dividend portfolio. Now, in terms of the rest of the month or the last month of the year, being December, I do want to firstly get this groundwork set up in this dividend portfolio. So just to have €10 invested in all 50 stocks here. So I will be planning on having €500 at least invested in this dividend portfolio before the end of December. And I also want to start kicking off my growth portfolio as well. Though I'm not sure quite yet how many stocks I want in the growth portfolio, but it certainly won't be 50. It'll probably be more like 10 to 15, probably 10, maybe the likes of Apple, Tesla, etc., stocks like that, and even Amazon. So again, I just want kind of the 10 powerhouses there and slowly dollar cost average in as well. Now, I'm not sure what kind of stockbroker I'm going to use yet there. I'm going to keep Trading212 solely for these 50 dividend stocks to keep it clean. And I am going to set up a new brokerage as well for this growth portfolio. And as mentioned in prior videos, in terms of my ETF, I am going to be using DeGiro, whichever way you like to pronounce it, for my ETF S&P 500 as well. So that's kind of my plan for the next few weeks. Again, just to get my 50 stocks set up on my dividend portfolio on Trading212, kick off my growth portfolio with 10 stocks, and finally get into my ETF portfolio as well. And hopefully as well, before the end of the year, I am going to give an update in terms of real estate, and we'll actually start putting some figures into that spreadsheet that we saw earlier, the 0 to 1 million net worth in 5 years, which will really give it a big boost and get us towards that 1 million. So thanks very much. That's pretty much the end of today's video. I just want to give you an update on where we're at. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you all in the next video.